Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. And it came to pass, while they were slain, and I was slept, that I fell upon my face and cried and said, Ah, Lord Yahweh, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel in thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem?
And that was an ancient form of Jacob's trouble. Just like we're warning you right now, it's going to be another Jacob's trouble. The Lord going to give his charge to the angels, and Esau. The angels going to work through Esau to commit mass genocide on our people. Call a whole lot of our people. But we ain't going to be in the spirit of Ezekiel, oh, the Lord stop. No, we're going to be cheering the Lord on. We're tired of you niggas too, man. Right? The only remedy is for you niggas that don't repent is to be put to death. That's the only remedy. And you holding us back. That's what it is, man. You holding us back from the kingdom of heaven.
He told Jeremiah, don't lift up a cry nor a prayer for these people. You don't want to hear no whining and eventually don't show compassion to these people. They got this shit coming. They already denied the Lord when the Lord tried to extend his hand to them. They found this amusing. It was entertaining to them. They didn't take it serious. So they get what they get, man.
The multitude perish is some one thing.
Get that.
So we'll read these. I got two of them right fast if I can. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. It says, there are celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. Right?
Showing a separation between man on earth and the angels.
Right.
The state the angels are in. Or even the state that we go into to approach the Most High.
Because when a person dies, their spirit gets a celestial body. And that body has to dwell where the Heavenly Father dwells, which is Apostle Paul talking about the third heaven. The third heaven.
This flesh can't be in that place.
Flesh and blood cannot hit.
It's in that same chapter. It's in that same chapter. You want to read it or you just read it?
I was going to go to another one if I can. This is Hebrews 2 and 5, which kind of segues into that as well. This is, it says, for unto the angels have he not put in subjection the world to come. Right? It says, whereof we speak, but one in a certain place testified, saying, what is man that thou art mindful of him, or the Son of Man that thou hast visited him? Right? So in that 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter, right? Flesh and blood shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven. One of the glory of the terrestrial body is to be extraterrestrial, okay? To be like gods, the world that's to come is going to be under the children of Israel, where they're going to be like gods on earth, man.
And that's what the forms of angels come down in. The human bodies in the extraterrestrial.
It's the celestial taking on the terrestrial form. All right? So we're going to be able to have both, the best of both worlds of the two glories.
That's right.
We're gonna co-inhabit with both the terrestrial and celestial.
Right, because angels don't have children. We'll be able to have a plethora of children.
And in this terrestrial, I was gonna say in this terrestrial, we can't go, from dimension to dimension like the angels can. There's different abilities and different restrictions. Of course the angels they're higher than us right now. But when we get put in that extraterrestrial, we don't have the abilities of the angels, but in this flesh.
We're going to be, we are over them, because the scriptures say that they're ministering servants, ministering spirits. A minister is who serves. That's why the angel told John, "Don't get up, don't worship. I'm thy fellow brother and thy servant."
What's that? 1 Corinthians 2. It said we shall judge angels.
1 Corinthians 6.
Six,
So judge angels, how much the smallest matters. Exactly right. So basically in a nutshell, what you're saying is we're going to have the glory of the best of both worlds It ain't R. Kelly and Jay-Z. We're gonna have the real best of both worlds.
Oh.
The best of the terrestrial and the best of the celestial.
Let's talk about that series, Supercell.
Oh, see, yeah.
Go and watch that new Netflix series called Supercell. And it's nothing but Jake that got those spiritual power, even though they're in earthly. They're Jake. They're in earthly form. They over in the UK. The series is based in the UK. But it's all these Jakes, and they all got spiritual power, man. They teleporting everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Jake, he getting it in with his chick, and then he just teleports. I think that was like on the second episode. You know, like we gonna be able to do shit like that, man.
Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as a power, and the angel, as the angel of the Lord before them.
So we're gonna be as the angels, man.
Oh, the angels flying the chariots.
Yeah, kind of.
If you're of the elect, you have a chariot. You know?
Yep. Hey, what did was it I don't know if it was Elisha that said it or if it was Habakkuk that said it, but he referred to the chariot as the chariot of Israel. Somebody look up chariot of Israel. Because the chariots are pretty much, those are the vehicles that the angels they pilot those chariots, but those chariots are for Israel.
Yep.
Those are only beings who's getting sent up into them.
Yep.
They wasn't catching heathens up there. It was nothing but Jake going up into those ships. I think David went into one, if I'm not mistaken, when he was in a war, and he prayed that the Lord deliver him. And the scriptures talk about how he actually got sent up. The Lord pretty much took him out of that battle because there was too many fighters.
I think it says they were compassed about me.
They compassed him. You know? I think it's in the Psalms or it might be in Samuel somewhere. Had the captain.
You got the 6 Kings, which is quoted. 2, I'll start at 11. It says, and it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Yep. So-called UFO, as the so-called white man calls it. When Esau, he can't even figure out, he can't even fathom the technology of the angels, man, and those chariots. You'd be like, oh, they're 100 years ahead of us, or 1,000 years ahead of us. You're trying to put a number, no, you can't put no number on it. Right.
It says, and Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in 2 pieces. That's what the world knows as being abducted.
Yeah, the chariots don't use modern mechanics like you see in your cars or your airplanes. They don't use gasoline. It's straight energy, man. It's straight power.
And you know how, like, I don't know this brother know, dealing with aviation, y'all deal with all type of altitudes and latitudes, and they deal with all the geometrics of the sky and the distance and things of that nature. The angels, they transcend that. They don't even follow it.
Different levels of atmosphere and all that.
Right. The law of physics, they transcend that.
Yeah, because if there's not enough air or oxygen on a certain
1 Samuel
level,
23 and
I don't even think
26.
they can fly, right? Yeah, if there's not a current or something.
Also, 2 Samuel 22.
Yeah.
2 Samuel 22.
Right. What vehicle
2 Samuel
that we know of can
17.
go from a small little ball?
Go like as small as a
insect,
Hey,
an ant.
These are called Dyson spheres now. These Dyson spheres. Little horns.
Right. You can literally have a chariot in your house. They got chariots that, let's say, go small as an insect. It can go larger than the earth. It can go all the way from outer space to sea level in less than a second.
Yeah, that's kind of like that movie Ant-Man.
Yeah.
You know, that technology. Little Ant-Man, he can just fucking grow to be fucking 100 feet tall like a fucking skyscraper.
And the angels are in the fourth dimension, so they can, you know, they control elements that we can't see. You know, like that movie Ken and Michael B. Jordan. How the element, like they would, like we're talking here, but the angels is working in like kind of like the Most High. They're not in time. They're not controlled by.
Yeah, they're not bound by constraints.
Yeah, they're not controlled. Human constraints.
If I can say, like the elder was going to do with David, with the Hawashah, right? When he comes back, right? The chariot is going to beam up the elect, man. That's a whole miracle in itself. You know, of being beamed up and flying up to the chariot where the Lord is, man. That's a whole power of salvation that those chariots have. That when Yahweh comes, he's going to use, man.
That's going to define the. Go ahead.
Yahweh Shai, before his departure, he was in his glorious body. Right? He rose in that body, but he came back in his glory. Then he was able to go up into that ship.
He didn't leave before his death. Right. After he was translated to that glorious body, closer to the Most High with that glory, and then that's when he was able to go up. Right.
So the same thing with us. And before the Lord, before he went up into the ship, when he came back, his first appearance back to revisit the apostles, the disciples at the time, what was one of the first things that he did to show them that it was him?
He showed
He showed them that, but also what did he do? He took a fish and a honeycomb and he ate it. So we're going to be able to eat and drink and all that even in our new bodies, even though we're going to be extraterrestrial. We're going to be able to enjoy eating, feeling of taste, food. The Lord said we're going to drink fruit from the vine through whatever we get. So we're going to still be able to get buzzed and all that. Even though we ain't going to be able to get drunk out of our mind, we're going to be able to control that because we're extraterrestrials. That's heaven in itself. That's straight up paradise, man.
The blood of the grape is a man's use.
Yeah, it's to make us married. We're gonna be doing a lot of that in the kingdom right now. We gotta drink all this shit with the sulfites in it. We wake up with headaches and shit the next day. We ain't gonna be dealing with that in the kingdom. Yahweh Shai got some shit stored up. And it's only reserved for the elect.
Hey, that wedding
That's the elect wine.
You gotta back to that wedding wine.
We taste that bamboo.
She gonna be better than that.
Where it's not too strong, but it's just almost just right. That Yahweh Shai wine gonna be perfect. You know? Aged. You know how the Rothschilds got their wine that's been aged for 100 years and it's this much. Man, that shit gonna be like fucking E&J compared to the wine of Yahweh Shai. It's gonna be like Ripple or Thunderbird or some shit.
It's a mad dog.
That MD-2020. Natty.
Brother, read verse 15 already?
You didn't read it all the way.
Yeah, I didn't read all the way.
No.
I just wanted to get the one part.
And I did call, the brother found it, the count when David went up. It's in 2 Samuel 22.
I want to get that word chariot.
Oh yeah, when he said chariot in Israel?
It's Rakab. A team, chariotry, millstone riders.